Alright, Shalom. We'll start first by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahushai. Call halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings unto the helpful elect, the brothers that are chosen, brothers and sisters that will be chosen to get salvation in this coming destruction. Alright, Shalom. I got a quick video here. Shouldn't take long. Only doing a live show because it goes up a lot easier and it won't use up all my data. But anyway, so just a general consensus of thought process spiritually toward the men of the Lord, which is everybody in the world hates us for one reason or another. They hate the men out there that do this, that are in the service of the Most High God and the Lord. They hate us. You know, it's whether they claim that they love us, with some claim they love us, with their lips, or they act like they're nice and cool, but you look at their actions, and their actions prove otherwise. Their actions prove otherwise, though. I don't know what to do about it's a little dark in here, maybe because it's bright outside. I don't know, but whatever. But yeah, they claim that, the world hates us at every turn, every opportunity they get, they hate us. So, that's just what it is. So I'm gonna hit a couple scriptures right quick and then close out. But I'm gonna start with, start the book of Matthew. Look at Matthew. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the Matthew 5:10. Well, matter of fact, before I go there, I'm gonna go to 2 John. Yeah, go to 2 John. 2 John 2:15. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any love, the love of the Father is not in him." And we don't love the world, man. And it's not about our mentality of loving the world or not loving the world. The mentality and the issue with this situation of why they hate the men of the Lord or those that stand uprightly is because they don't. We're a reflection of them not standing uprightly. For every wrongdoing and every bad choice they make, we're the opposite of that. They see us make the right choice, they're like, damn, I wouldn't have chose that. So on and so forth. So the love of the Father sheds brightly upon us, but love of the world, man, we don't give nothing about that. They offer us all types of ways into the world. Well, we want to get this money, you want to do this, or we got these women, or we got whatever the situation may be, and we like, nah, that's cool, and that doesn't bother you. That's what every man wants in the world. Well, not righteous men, not the men of the Lord. Well, that's not what we want. We want salvation. We want acceptance from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We want acceptance from them, man. So let me read. It says, "Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but is of the world." And see, all those things, we don't care about those things, and that's a righteous thing for us not to care about those things. Do we partake in some worldly situations? For entertainment, we may. Lord, when they're not wicked, or they're not fundamental to our salvation. So we do the best. We still have to live and go to work, and we may break the Sabbath on, at work or whatever the situation may be, but we do the best we can. Those people that are in your life or be around in your life that are to get out of what you're doing in a righteous sense into what they're doing in a wicked sense, because they don't understand what we do. They want it to be where they can understand why didn't he Hey, that chick was flirting with him because the bitch got a wedding ring on. You know, you could work a little more, get this money. You could have pickpocketed that guy, picked his wallet up and kept it and see how he had all kinds of money. Nah, you know, that's not what we do. And these are bad examples, but there's a lot of other examples of things that we sacrifice and that we give up coming into this truth. And the world hates us for it. Right? It says, verse 17, it says, the lust of, Salakia, it says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to abide forever. We're trying to live in the glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai forever. But this is nothing new. You know, this isn't anything new that we've just stumbled upon. This is what the men of the Lord. Matter of fact, let me get this before I get that one. No, I'll get that one first. Yeah, St. John, chapter 15, verse 18. It said, "If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you." Yeah, so there's always, well, since they're not going to be about that, or their spirit is good, there's always that'll throw all types of pitfalls and temptations before you. You know, people cut you off in traffic. The lady giving you attitude, a mean looking at the girl, whatever the case may be in our daily lives, these things come about. And you know, there's a lot of time that we want to get carnal and just go there with them, you know. But more often, it's better that we don't. It's better that we just deal with it and you know, through the spirit. You know, if you got to put up a curse on her, you know, turn face to east, quietly to yourself, put the curse up on her. Whatever you got to do is what we got to do. But know that when you're part of this word, for you new brothers and sisters coming in, or brothers coming in particular, and when you're into this thing, there's gonna be persecutions coming your way, temptations and so on and so forth. But in the world is not gonna accept you or like you. You know, it says, if the world hated me before it hated you. So don't think that Yahweh Shai, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, that's his real name, Yahweh Shai, that the world didn't hate him when he came. They absolutely hated him when he came. They hated all the prophets when they showed up. Because we always came correcting people and telling people about bad news that was to come. Who likes that? Who likes a know-it-all? Like the scriptures say, you have an unction and you know all things. Unction with the Most High, you know all things. Who likes to know it all? Only people that don't want to follow after wisdom, that don't want to do the better things as wisdom would show you through these scriptures, right? It says, if you were of the world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Right? So, like for example, for myself, you walk around and you being nice, and I'm a brother, you know, I'm kind and nice. Oh, hey brother, how you doing? You know, man, miss, whatever. You know, doing whatever I do. But then all of a sudden, here comes the damn Satan coming in, trying to find a way to make it bad. I'm at work, and somebody went and snitched on me, or they didn't even snitch on me. They just went and slandered me and said, hey, you know, this guy, he's being mean, he's being irate. And so they're like, who is it? They said, yeah, it's a short Hispanic guy, barely speaks any English. I don't even really know Spanish like that, you know, and I'm like over 6 feet, so but that was just for the boss to have to come to me and deal with me, because it was the spirit of Satan dwelling around there. Although I had so many other compliments, that's just the situation of what it was, you know. But things will happen even worse than that, you know, because the people that agree with you, there's people that'll come around that'll throw people around you under the bus, your children, your woman, or whatever. They'll do things to them to try to get to you. You know, because they don't like your presence around, because your righteous spirit puts them to shame. You know, and their wicked spirit don't like that. And even people that seem cool, when it comes down to it, you're gonna see who they really are. And in these last days, the Most High will manifest who those people are, as well as will manifest who the righteous are. Matter of fact, I got one on that right quick. Since I'm kind of Salaki, I'm all over the place. I only got a short break, but I'm trying to get it all done in a certain amount of time. But when you got something heavy on your spirit, you want to get it out. It's kind of tough to stay on one topic. So bear with me, Baba Kusha. What script was that I wanted? Must be the Spirit, because I forgot where I want. Oh, no. Right here. Second Ezra chapter 14. I'm going to start up at, at 33. It says, "And now ye are here, and your brethren among you," meaning the men of the Lord, and all of our brethren, where all the prophets are back. All those righteous people that were killed and hung and beheaded, all those people are back today. Back prophesying again about the destruction of America and the downfall of so-called white man, who is the Edomites, according to the Bible, who will get no mercy in these last days. Shalom, Mark. Vegas sit-downs, yeah, come. It says, "Therefore, if so, be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy." Yeah, you will subdue your own understanding, because a lot of people, they always want to put themselves in a position of making decisions from their own heart. Well, we don't do that over here. The men of the Lord don't do that. We follow the Spirit. We have a book of guidelines of do's and do nots. And that's what we follow. And then when we make those righteous choices through the Spirit, and you make those choices through the Spirit, that's when those people start looking at you awkwardly and funny. When you deal with character and integrity, that's when they start looking at you funny. So don't accept this world. Don't expect this world to accept you in these last days, man. Just forget about that. Y'all Bashim Yashah Brakatah YouTube, bro. It says, and all of you guys watching. It says, "For after death shall judgment come." Hey, and then who, good or bad, like the scriptures say, good or bad, right or wrong, we're gonna see who's who. We A's or pass or salvation for those that do good in the sight of Yahweh Bashim Yashah, and those that don't, you get condemnation and destruction. Those things come to you. But then you'll get to relive it out in reincarnation. It says, "Then we shall live again." Here's the point. "Then shall the names of the righteous be manifest." End of their life is when the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. That's when you're going to know who's who. And we're getting close to that time where that judgment is coming around, where people are going to get judged, man. People are itching to get judged, man. And if you're watching the tip speak of the people, they want to be judged harshly. They want to be judged harshly. They don't have any fear for the Most High God. Okay, let me drop those. Let me drop that. Throw this one out there real quick. So when you come into this thing, man, there's a you come into this. Corinthians, you come into this thing, man. There's a sacrifice that you're gonna have to be called righteous at the end of the day. It's not just gonna be a cakewalk. So I'm gonna read this in the book of Sirach, chapter 2. Of course, everybody, if you don't, here you go. Sirach, chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 1. "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Shit, man. And it seems like we keep harping over some of these same scriptures, but these are the things that we need to be built up in. You new heads, so to speak, that's coming in. You new guys and people that's coming in, that's waking up now. You need to hear. You can't say that you weren't told or warned when tribulation and anguish cometh upon you, and you got to deal with it with integrity. You take the low and so on and so forth, and you can't figure out, why is this stuff happening to me? Well, the Lord is testing you and trying you. Take the chastisement, and the Lord dealeth with you as with sons. If you endure, if not, He dealeth with you as if you're a bastard. And if you're a bastard, He's not gonna save any bastards, man. And then 2/3 of Israel, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's who are the Israelites, according to their father line. You guys are bastards, man. You guys are gonna get condemnation. He's gonna destroy you guys, man, along with the other heathen around the world, and put those heathen into slavery. Now you'll come back on the other side and be all right. Through that destruction, that's gonna be tough. To say it nice and easy. Anyway, it says, "Set thy heart aright, get your mind right, that you have have to endure and deal with these things and constantly endure and constantly through them. It says, and make not haste in time of trouble. Don't be trying to rush and get up out of it. Just be comfort. Read the Comforter. You know, if you need encouragement, call on a brother, man. Call a brother. There are brothers around. Hit the comment board. Whatever you got to do, reach out. You know, and look for edification through these scriptures. That's the thing that's gonna comfort you in these days. Really for that, you know. But if it be a warning or if it be just encouragement, either way, take it in stride, right? It says, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto him, unto who? While Yahweh Shai, cleave unto them. It says, and part not away at thy last end, so that you can be made whole and you build in patience and so on and so forth, the different characteristics that come with it, and at the last end. Whatsoever thee take cheerfully, that you were worthy to take persecution for Yahweh in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, right? It says, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Go try the perfect point, right? Gold is fire and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? Because we're gonna catch the furnace of adversity, man. That's coming to us. Catch the furnace of adversity, and it plays out in numerous ways. You know, through your one, all of it. Some may be through your getting in trouble at school, whatever. You never know. Some may be your co-workers, your bosses, whatever. Your best friends, your mom, your dad, your family. Satan will always find a way to creep in and try to. So you got to be prepared for that. It's always buffering in anyway. So anyway, it says, believe in, this is how you build through it. It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way, trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall. Yeah, and all this temptation and anguish and all this, that's all set up to try to get you to fall. That's why it comes upon you. It's trying to get you to fall. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9, it says, for I think that it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Yahweh's sake, but ye are wise in Yahweh. We're fools because we go out there prophesying unto the wind. We come out here trying to do the right thing, the righteous thing, amongst people doing the wicked thing that expect the wicked thing to be done. You know, and that's the hardest part. People expect wickedness out of you, so when you don't do it, it's like, oh, what is that? And then those that don't readily identify that you're not the same as everybody else, they hate you for that. That's just what it is. They hate you for the righteous thoughts, for the righteousness that's in your spirit, for the light of Yahweh Shai that's shed through you. They hate you for that. You know, so they'll find new ways to persecute you. Even if it's just a demon on somebody for a temporary moment, that demon knows who you are. He knows what your spirit's all about, and it's not the first time that they've met. So they're trying to find ways to persecute you, you know, and get you out of that. Even in this situation, I don't know. Anyway, it says even wait, let me start up. It says, we are weak, but we are strong. But ye are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised. We are despised by the rest of the world, right? It says, even unto this present hour we both hunger, thirst, and are naked, and are afflicted, and have no certain dwelling place. That's funny that comes up, because in the situations that we don't have any certainty. Everything that we do requires faith. You know, everything that we're about and that we believe requires faith. So we have to dig deep and pray, and the Most High will build up your faith. You know, when He builds up to the point where even like for myself to cash my check, but I need to get a room, or I need to get to situations come upon you, and we're sitting here meditating, trying to figure out how to be in the spirit house. So if I do it this way, if I do it that way, you know, driving so many miles on E, you know, that's flight on where you know you ain't supposed to make it, but the spirit make it, man. Those things happen for us, and when people hear about that, they don't like that, because it don't happen for them like that, because they don't have faith, because they're not putting their best foot forward. They're not putting their spiritual selves foot forward, you know, to make these things happen in a righteous way for themselves. But when we do it, they hate us because we can get away with it, or we can do it, or we're treated differently than what they are. Not realizing for every person that treats us well, there's two of them, you know, or two or three that treats us badly. Anyway, reading on, it says, and labor and working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted for the Lord's sake, we suffer it, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. This is a warning that these things were going to come to us, that this is a part of this life, this is a part of this truth. Let me get this one in Matthew the 5th chapter. Yeah, ain't got much time. Matthew 5:10, it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. It says, yeah, and a lot of us get persecuted for doing the right thing. You know, a lot of us are persecuted for doing the right thing. I know that one, brother. I'm gonna try to pull it out. It says, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Yeah, there's plenty of times that we get falsely accused for things that we didn't have anything to do with. But we have to just take the low, deal with it, and the Lord will acquit you, man. Oh, what is this?